Hi everyone, it's Saturday the 11th of July. We've come down to Corralejo for the day. We're going to hit the shops and do our little bit to help the local economy.
And then you're going to take me for lunch?
I'm going to take you for lunch as well. When I first stayed in Corralejo 19 years ago, the Player Park Hotel was where I stayed. It's looking a little bit different now. It's had a refurb last summer, so looking a lot more modern than it used to. When I was here 19 years ago, the Campanario Centre hadn't been built, but that's where we're heading next. The market has restarted today, so we're going to go head there now, see how busy it is. So the craft market is starting again from tomorrow, which is Sunday. But on a Saturday they have a green market here, which I think is mainly local fruit and veg and food items. But it's about 1:45 now, so it's kind of coming to the end of that anyway. And I think that's around the other side, so we'll just have a walk round. All the shops are open now here by the looks of it, and they all have sales on. They're keen to get people back spending money again. And I think the Campanario website said that these sales are going to go on until September. So if you're heading out soon, you're probably going to pick up some bargains. Someone's got a bargain already.
Oh, no, first shop.
First shop we went in, you needed some running trainers.
I did. I needed some new running trainers, and I tried some last week in Las Rotundas and they didn't have my size, but managed to get some 60% off.
They had one pair of the actual model that you wanted in the right size, and it had 60% off, so that's probably the quickest purchase you're ever likely to make.
Yeah.
I think 126 they were supposed to be, and you got them for 50, so you're happy because you can be you'll be back running again soon with this shoulder being fixed. I think this is the first day that board riders have reopened. It's quite a popular place in Campanario. It is open on Saturday, which is today. But we're going to head into town for some lunch. We fancy some tapas. So we've got a couple of ideas of some places, but we're going to see where's open. It still wasn't particularly busy in the Campanario Centre. When we came a few weeks ago, it was relatively quiet. It's a bit busier than then with the signs of the market coming back.
Yeah, the cafe that's always quite busy had a few people in. Some of the others were a bit quiet today. Board riders was empty.
I suppose thing to note, they're not enforcing mask wearing in there. It is technically open air, but I think that's probably something they're going to have to keep a little eye on, because if it does start to get busy with the market there, it would be impossible to maintain 1.5 metres. So I think if you're going to come here, I would definitely have your mask and be prepared to wear it, even though there doesn't seem to be anybody actually enforcing that just yet.
Yeah, I think once it's busy, it'll be the same rules as being in the shop.
This top end of the strip here, I think it's fair to say, is still pretty dead. There's a few people walking around, clearly tourists, but the shops, the bars, they're all still closed at this end. So most of the things that are open, bars, restaurants, seem to be down the other end and towards Old Town. So that's where we're going to head, but I just wanted to show you this briefly on camera just so that you could see what it's currently like. This middle of the strip area is where there's a lot of sort of brand name chain stores for popular clothing brands like Bershka, Zara. Those are all open, and they have been for a little while now. And then you've got places like Fundruba, where they sort of sell perfume, sunglasses, that sort of thing. They are open as well, it's just that we're in that awkward siesta time at the moment for lunchtime. So we've just popped into Las Palmeras. It looks as if now all of the eating and drinking places here have reopened, and it's quite busy with people sat enjoying some lunch. Shops here all open as well. They've all got sales on. What have you found?
I found a little vending machine that's got masks and hand sanitizer as well. That looks at €1.
So a euro for a mask,
or for
three bits of hand gel. the Old Town area, quite a few things are open. Barber's shop here is open. Bars and restaurants, some of them have already opened, others are coming pretty soon. We noticed here Finnegan's, they've got a sign saying that they're open from Tuesday. This is a popular place that we've been to before, the Rock Island Bar. They do live music in there. There is some live music now in the evenings down at Music Square, although it's not on the stage, it is individual bars that are doing that. The live music thing is a bit of a problem at the moment because dancing isn't allowed. So for people that have got bands and things on, they need to be very careful because obviously if the police shut them down, there's lots of fines involved for that. So it's trying to balance the right time to reopen and obviously provide people with entertainment as well. So this is where we've chosen for lunch. It's the Patio Andaluz. Really good apparently for tapas. We've heard great things. We're going to give it a go. They've got the menus on the wall in here, but they're also doing the QR code scanning thing. It smells really good, this bread, really fresh, with some tomato and like olive oil and herbs, which looks good. So this is the black rice. It's basically is a bit like a paella, but with just with black rice. So there's prawns in here, there's shellfish as well. How is it? Tasty. What was really good as well about here is that when we ordered the portions, you can either order individual, usual like tapas style, or you can order a medium. So if there's two of you or a few of you sharing, you can get a larger portion as well, which is good. And he did ask us as well whether we wanted things in a certain order from the kitchen or if we were just happy to have it when it was ready, which is what we opted for. So I'm going to tuck in and I'll let you know when the rest of it arrives. These have arrived.
So these are pork cheeks, which is an Andalusian tapas dish. So this is something that we'll see a lot of in Seville, so we thought we'd try it out before we go.
Little try before our adventure at the end of the month.
And some goat's cheese.
And yeah, goat's cheese there with the little breadsticks as well. So far really, really good, very tasty.
So much garlic on it.
Yeah, these are like whole cloves of garlic on here, and it looks like little is it fried potato underneath? Yeah, very good fresh food, really nice selection of tapas. It was under €30 for both of us for lunch, which I think is good value for what we had.
They do a menu del dia as well, don't they?
Yeah.
Which we didn't have, where you can select, it's like 3 courses, you've got a choice of 2 starters, 2 mains, and then dessert or coffee, I think. But
and that comes with a drink as well.
Yeah, and I think that's less than €9, so that's a really good price, but we fancied tapas.
Yeah, we fancied the tapas. The tortilla wasn't as good as Gilda's, but I think Gilda, that's what they're
for my
known.
liking.
Yeah, Gilda is known for tortilla, so if that's your thing, definitely give that a go. But everything else, really good value, really tasty. Would definitely recommend it if you're in Corralejo. El Pescador, the door's open, so I'm not sure if they're planning on reopening sometime soon. I don't think it has been open up until now. La Tajona opened earlier this week. I think the gin corner's been open for a while. Being a weekend, seems quite busy down on the beach here. It's like the ferry's on its way out over to Lanzarote. It's quite a popular pastime here. The kids tend to jump into the water off the end, swimming around. And the bars and the restaurants here down by Town Beach have been open for quite a while now. Busy. So yeah, although there's really not much going on the strip, it seems like everybody is down here.
It's perfect weather for the beach.
I was going to say,
isn't it?
enjoying the hot weather. I mean, it's temperatures today really warm. Really nice, this old town park, to just have a little walk around. And there's Certainly a lot more sign of life down here than when we were last here.
Yeah, when we walked round this square the last time we were here, all of this was closed.
Yeah. A lot of them open for lunch now. In fact, they all seem to be open. The Old Fashioned is closed for good, so that there's no sign of life there, but everywhere else is reasonably busy for lunchtime. And this is mainly what we came down here for. These new tiles that have been installed. So walk around the other way. So this is the patron saint of sailors and fishermen. So it's Nuestra Señora del Carmen. And these are really, really nicely done. I don't know who remembers the glass blocks that were once here, but this is a good new addition. Not sure whether it's already had a little bit of damage already, why that's on there, but they haven't been there very long. Oscar was actually a contender for us for lunch today, but we went with El Patio. So let me know in the comments what your favourite restaurant is here in Corralejo, particularly tapas restaurants, if that's your thing. We're always up for some more recommendations. It's impossible for us to try everywhere. Let us know what you like. So those tiles that have been installed are quite significant, not just for Corralejo, because it's an important patron saint across the whole of Spain, particularly coastal areas. It's a really big festival once every year across Spain and here in Corralejo on the 16th of July that celebrates that's the Fiesta Del Carmen.
Yeah, unfortunately that's been cancelled this year, as you might expect. All events that are going to attract gatherings of people have had to be cancelled, so unfortunately that's not going to happen this year, but usually it's a really good time to come, real party atmosphere, so I'm sure all being well it'll be back on again next year.
What you find on the Fiesta Weekend is that the whole harbour area here is filled with tiny boats, larger boats, boats of all sizes I guess, and they decorate them with flags. There'd be people all the way lined up around the edge watching the procession, and then the boats all leave this area, and in the evening there's big fireworks celebrations, there's live music all in the streets, barbecues, so a really, really good time to come. Part of that celebration is remembering fishermen that have been lost at sea, so it is quite a significant event. It's still lovely down here at the moment with all these boats here. It's probably our favourite area of Corralejo, I'd say. We've come full circle, we've done our walk. Just opposite where we were for lunch, El Patio, is El Gusto, and you can trust me on this, this is the best ice cream you'll find in Corralejo by some distance. Right, so these are all the flavours. They do way more than this, but at the moment this is what we've got. Yeah, more cards on the top. Loads of different ones. What are you going for?
Well, I like the...
Oh, the one with the dates in.
nuts and figs.
Yeah, that is really good.
You know Gauthio? Very nice.
Yeah.
Also typical thing nice.
And I like the pistachio. So this medium cone was €3, and Sarah's small one in a cup was £2. It is mega hot today, so I'm not going to hang around. I'm going to get this down me. Thanks so much for joining us for our day here in Corralejo. We'll see you for next week's video.
See you next time.
Bye.